Podcasting is booming in 2025, but most podcasters are missing this key step. Podcasting is bigger than ever. More people are launching shows, renting studio spaces, and investing in high-quality setups. But there's a huge problem. Most podcasters don't know how to get their content in front of the right audience. They focus on production, getting the best microphones, making the podcast sound professional, bringing in great guests. But when it comes to actually growing the show, they don't have a real strategy. And hitting the publishing button isn't enough. Just uploading an episode and hoping people find it doesn't work anymore. Podcasting isn't like YouTube or TikTok, where the platform actively pushes your content in front of new audiences. If you don't have a strategy on getting listeners, your podcast is going to stay invisible. So in this video, let's talk about how to actually distribute your podcast in 2025 and how to make sure people hear it, and not just the people who already follow you, but people who need to find you. So you need to plan your content with distribution in mind. Most podcasters record an episode, upload it, and then scramble to figure out how to promote it. That's completely backwards. If you start their podcasting strategy thinking about how you'll distribute it, you'll create content that's easier to market. One of the best things that you can do is structure your podcast in a way that naturally gives you shareable moments. Instead of a long, unstructured conversation, think about where you can create clear takeaways, answer specific questions, highlight key insights. These moments make it easier to create short-form content clips for your social media. SEO is another piece most podcasters ignore. People don't go on Spotify and search for episode 25, My Business Story. They search for things like how to grow on social media or best marketing strategies for 2025. Your episode title should be searchable and specific. Instead of just calling it marketing tips, call it how to get more leads from social media in 2025. Small changes like that can dramatically increase how many people find your content. Turn one podcast into multiple pieces of content. A podcast shouldn't be just a podcast. It should be a content machine. If you're only posting full-length episodes and hoping people will find them, you're leaving 90% of your potential audience behind. The full episode should go on YouTube, even if it's just the audio version with captions. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world, and video podcasts have significantly higher engagement than audio-only shows. After that, take your best moments and turn them into short-form clips for TikTok and Instagram Reels, and even YouTube Shorts. A 30-second highlight from your podcast can reach more people than the full episode ever will. The clip should be punchy, engaging, and captioned so people can watch it without sound. Blog content is another overlooked tool. Google can't read audio, but it can read text. Transcribing your podcast and turning it into a blog post can also help you rank in search results and gives your audience another way to engage with your content. Another great way to get more reach is to use email marketing. A simple email to your list with a short recap of the episode, a few key takeaways, and a direct link to listen can increase downloads or watch times without spending a dime on ads. Also, optimize for discovery. SEO isn't just for blogs, it's crucial for podcasts too. If your show isn't optimized for search, you're missing a huge opportunity to reach people who are actively looking for content like yours. Your episode titles and descriptions need to be clear, searchable, and compelling. Instead of episode 12, Great Business Advice, name it How to Grow a Small Business in 2025. Marketing tips that work. Google scans this text, making your podcast more likely to appear in search results. Show notes also play a big role in discoverability. A detailed summary with the timestamps and key discussion points make your content easier to find. Not just on podcast platforms, but in Google search results too. Another thing you can do is use paid promotion to grow faster. If you want to grow your podcast quickly, you need to invest in paid promotions. Organic reach is absolutely great, but a well-placed ad can help accelerate discoverability and bring in new listeners at scale. Running YouTube ads featuring highlights from your best episodes grabs attention and drives subscribers. In-feed social ads on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok push your best clips to a wider audience. You can also run ads directly on podcast platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, targeting people who are already listening to similar content. This puts your podcast in front of highly relevant audiences who are likely to subscribe. Another way to boost your podcast is leveraging guest promotions. It's one of the fastest ways to grow your podcast, and that is through guest collaboration. Every guest you bring onto your show has an audience, and if they share the episode, you instantly tap into a new group of listeners who are already interested in your topic. But you have to make it easy for them. Give your guests short clips and key takeaways they can post on their social media. Use their name and brand in your episode titles to attract their audience. And when they promote the episode, you get exposure to a whole new group of potential listeners. Podcasts are booming, but most creators never grow because they don't have a real strategy. If you want your podcast to actually reach people, you need to be intentional about your distribution. Before you record your next episode, ask yourself, how am I going to make sure people actually hear this? The podcasters who win in 2025 aren't just the ones with the best content. They are the ones who know how to get that content in front of the right audience. And if you're ready to turn your podcast into a real marketing machine, let's talk. As always, feel free, please like and subscribe down below. All of your engagement helps with get our videos out there farther. If you know someone with a podcast that could use some additional help, feel free to share this with them as well. And as always, if you specifically need help with your podcast or marketing, feel free to reach out to us at ASP. Details are in the description below how to get in contact with us. Thanks, and we'll see you on the next video.